There we go. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Oh, it's looking promising. There we are. I think that's working. Evening all. If you can see me, hear me, give us a thumbs up under the video as usual, or stick a comment in the box so I know it's working. I think it is. Loud and clear. Thanks, Peter. Evening, Stevie. Right, just give me a minute or two for anybody else to catch up and come along. Had a busy day or two, programming away and getting some odd jobs done. There's my little notes. There's some things, some little fixes, odd things. A lot of the stuff is fixes for me, for my side, for the admin side. But that issue we had the other day with some of the thumbnail pictures not showing, I sorted that out. Which was, where was it? I think it was on the latest images pages, wasn't it? Just bring the website up, that would help, wouldn't it? Yes, it was noticed like these images weren't showing or blowing up, but now they do, so that's fixed. If you're selling stuff on your sales pages, this is the test account, I haven't put anything on here. If you've got items listed live, it tells you when they're going to end, which was something I hadn't got around to doing. Under things you've sold, we'll tell you now when it was sold and how much for. And the sold prices were the other thing I sorted out from last week. Some of the things, the recent stuff we'd sold via the website, for instance, we sold a few high tops. The prices weren't shown, or they were showing a 0, so that's now fixed as well. So that's all good. Now the other job I've done, you'll be pleased to hear, I'm sure, evening Peter and the other Peter, is the wanted ads bit is just about done. So, oh, excuse me, those of you who signed in on your trader account under wanted ads, you'll see there's now 2 pages, your live ads, and there's a place a new wanted ad button. So go on there. It's slightly cranky, there's still a few bits to do from my end. So as you know, for slot machines, because that works off the database, to place a wanted ad for a slot machine, you find the page for that machine and then click on the wanted advert button underneath the main photograph. So let's say you want to buy a mutoscope, for example. So you search for a viewer, mutoscope, get the page of all the different mutoscopes up. Let's say you want to buy a, I don't know, clamshell mutoscope. There we are. Then under the main picture, place a wanted ad and just stick the number in there that you're willing to pay. For everything else that isn't running off the database, as it were, like spare parts, books at the moment, enamel signs, anything else, go to wanted ads, place a new ad, select what kind of thing it is you're advertising. So let's say we're looking for a, I don't know, all-win payout cup. So that'll be a coin machine spare. Click the first little dot. We want a, it says, try to spell, gives me keyboard's all at a funny angle, all-win payout cup. If you want any specifics, so I want one to suit a Ryan's all-win, let's say, and I'm prepared to pay 20 quid for one, put £20 in, then click the button, place wanted ad. And that will appear under your live ads. Currently it's greyed out and it says awaiting approval. Now the reason for that is A, I haven't finished programming it yet, and B, it's just to stop people advertising. You get some rogue, try to advertise Viagra or somebody writing everything in all capitals or all that sort of junk, just so I can check them before they go live. But I'll check them through every day. I check the wheel website every day anyway. So so you can now place your adverts by all means. That side of it is working, but they won't actually appear until probably tomorrow or Sunday, when I get around to finishing off programming it. If you fill the boxes in and you wonder why you can't press the button at the bottom, you need to select which section it appears in. Once you click one of these little circles at the top, the button then becomes active and you can click it. So there we are. So that's now working. If you're looking for bits for machines in particular, just do one advert per thing. So rather than doing an advert that says I need a handle and a spring and a lever for a Mills high top or something, do it as 3 separate little adverts, because in the future then we'll sort them out as to what goes with what. So stick one advert, place the wanted. That takes you to your list. Again, you can change the value as usual, like all the other adverts. The green button, click on that, change it to 25, for example. Change it to 25. If you find you don't need one, find one in the shed, buy one off eBay, whatever. Get rid of your advert as usual. Stick a 0 in. Click edit, and it disappears. So it all greys out. And once you refresh that page, or come back to that page, you'll see it disappears altogether. So there we are. So that's now working. Evening, David. So yes, get all those wanted adverts in that everyone's been hounding me for the past few weeks. I've got a batch of spares, mostly Mills Bandit spares, I think, coming in the next week or two. Some good bits as well, back bonnets and things for high tops, which are all often missing. So that'll be good. Talking of machine spares, I've also now made the spare parts page so it will take little videos as well, for these 4 Bandit mechanisms principally, because one does say it's working, that one, but the others have got bits missing. So rather than trying to write a list of which levers there and which bits are missing, etc., there's a video of each with a full 360-degree spin. Again, as usual, you can pause the video wherever you want. Obviously they're tiny on here. Just click the full screen link. I'm sure you know how YouTube works, everybody, or watch it on YouTube if you prefer, whichever. So that's also now working. So this page will change a little bit now the spares wanted things are operational. So over the weekend the layout will change a little bit as I tweak it and make it better. The machines that we have for sale, these all now have videos on them as well. So go and watch those if you're interested in any of those machines. If you've got any questions, need more information or whatever, then ask away. Either stick a comment in the comments or send a message through the website or whatever, and I'll get the extra information sorted out over the next day or two. They're all pretty nice machines. The Challenger is a bit of a restoration project, although it's all there and working. Just want sort of tidying up, really. New coat of varnish, a bit of paint. The Roma, I was having issues getting it to pay out for some reason. I think the payout slides aren't quite resetting properly. I think something just needs adjusting in it. Yeah, it's all there. I've just put a little note on there. The payouts are a little temperamental, needs adjusting. I just didn't have any time to fiddle with it myself, so I don't think there's anything else to note. The Gatwing could do with playing a few times, where it's all been re-chromed. It's a bit stiff here and there, like the payout knob and whatnot. I think you'll see when I'm playing it. I sort of tapped it a few times to get the levers to go down. So you could probably just do with a little dash of oil and playing, really, like all machines. They're much better being played than they are just sat there doing nothing. Same as your classic cars, get out and drive them. Other than that, I don't think there's anything to report on any of them really. All complete working. All the console, the Aristocrat console, the lights aren't going in a minute. I don't know why, because they're all there. It might just be a loose wire or something. I'll try and have a look over the weekend and see why it's not lighting up. All the lighting gear's in it, so it should do. I suspect a wire just got knocked off, you know, on its way here or something. So I'll have a quick look at that. See if I can figure out what's wrong with it. It works, obviously it's all mechanical. So there we are. So that's where we're up to at the minute. So yeah, as I say, I've been busy with lots of little jobs, programming jobs, getting the spare parts thing working, and the wanted adverts for the other sections will all go in there as well. So there's a lot more to do over the weekend. This weekend I'm here in Cambridge all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, probably all day Monday as well. So if you want to come and view anything or drop stuff off to sell or collect things you bought, just get in contact, let me know when you want to come. Heads up, next weekend I may not be around. It's my nephew's birthday, so I'll be deep in jelly and ice cream with a bit of luck. Weekend after should be fine again. There's nothing finishing next weekend, so it's not like you need to make a last minute dash to come and view anything, but just bear that in mind. So if you're thinking of coming next weekend, try not to, because I may well not be around. Either come this weekend or the one following. Right, any questions of anybody? I think I've run through everything I needed to. Principally, any questions on all these, 15 machines that I've uploaded? If you need to know anything about them, then let me know so I can find out. Don't think there's anything to report on any of them other than what I mentioned, really. So, if anybody needs to know anything, then do ask. Or if anyone's got any suggestions, ideas, comments, or anything else, also let me know. Give us a thumbs up under the video as well. That's always good. If you haven't subscribed already, do so, and you can join in with the chat. Next video we'll do Sunday night as usual, live video chat thing, and hopefully all the wanted adverts will be, you know, fully working, as in live on the website over the weekend as well. So that's a job in between visitors, Saturday, Sunday, to finish that off. So say you can place your wanted adverts, but they won't actually appear for a day or so probably. And then I'll rearrange the various pages. You know, as we get adverts into, you know, just sort of fiddle around with the layout really. See how best to display them all. Steve, he says, I have a question. When will the items that didn't sell previously be listed again? Very soon is the answer to that one. I am just kind of working out the best way to deal with previous offers on things that didn't sell. So, what didn't sell? Let's have a think. What was there? Was that nice Pace Bantam, wasn't there? That didn't go. So, for example, people who made an offer on that Pace Bantam, which is going to go up again, obviously they don't necessarily automatically want to reinstate their offer because they might have bought something else in the meantime, or might have gone off the idea, or whatever. But I don't want to delete the offer altogether. They're still in the database, because if they do want to offer again, it's useful for them to know what they offered last time, what was refused. So if they offered £700 and that wasn't enough, they can think, oh well, okay, well, perhaps I'll offer £800 this time then. So I need to keep that information there, I think, but not automatically reinstate those offers. And also program something in so when something gets relisted, anyone who made an offer previously gets notified that it's come up again. I mean, obviously at the moment there's not that much on the website, people will see it, but you know, it's just for future really. I'm trying to program everything in as we go, as it gets busier and busier, so people are aware of what's going on really. So that's kind of my next project really. Once I've got this spare parts thing finished off, hopefully tomorrow, then I'll make a start on that. Whether I'll get it done by Sunday night or not, I don't know, but I'll, you know, it's on my list. Peter says, are there still a good supply of people finding and signing up? Do you know, I haven't looked, in all honesty. Offers keep coming in, and I've got lots of inquiries for people to sell stuff. Oh, excuse me. As I say, there's a collection of machines coming in. There's a big batch of spare parts coming in. There's a collection of Fairground art waiting to come in. There's 2 collections of enamel signs waiting to come in. Some of this is depending on me programming more bits of the website to cater for it. And other things is just people get themselves organised and getting here. So yes, it does seem to be you know, a good flow of stuff in the pipeline. Actual people signing up, I know it sounds daft, I should keep a count, but I just don't. It was a bit like, you know, with the auctions. I never knew who was going to turn up. We just assume people will. If there's stuff for sale, people will come and buy it. Rock Island says, can you make it so videos in the video aren't on autoplay? Oh, I didn't think they were. Okay. When you try to watch a video of a new machine, 2 or 3 others start, it produces a right copy of sound. Ah, right, okay. Thanks for spotting that. I don't think they autoplay on mine. It might be a setting on my browser or something. Let me make a note of that. Autoplay videos in Video Vault. Let me just have a look. What have we got? High top. There's several, isn't there? See, they don't autoplay in mine. It's probably browser setter I've got on. Somewhere, I don't know. I use Firefox. Probably down applications. Gosh, there's only this setting here, isn't there? Don't know. I'll look into that and I'll sort it out. There must be a way to deal with that rather than your browser settings. Must be where I can do it from my end, if you see what I mean. Okay, I'll look into that. Steve says, understood, thank you. Oh yeah, read the relisting, yeah. Yeah, so I probably need to make a separate page in your accounts section, basically, of you know, rejected offers, which there is already, but so they can show which ones have been relisted. I know what I mean. I can't think of the right words. Poor little brains jumbled up today. Wanted, there's a lot more stuff. Wanted ads gone on the past few days, I noticed. If anyone's got any of these for sale, Jennings Century, Victoria Peacock, working models. I'll have to dig out some pictures of these. If anyone happens to have any pictures of, that's a Boland's, I think, isn't it? Pharaohs, Egyptian Tomb, The Crybaby, and Chamber of Horrors. Chamber of Horrors is one of these, isn't it? Is the, what do they call themselves? Animated Amusement, the 60s one. If anyone's got any pictures of those, you could let me have, that'd be useful. Walk the Plank. I haven't seen one of those for a few years. Quite a good fun machine, I remember that one. Seesaw, Bursting Cherry, Pull the Gum. So yeah, more people wanting stuff. Oh yeah, excuse me. And the fairground bit I'm working in the background as well, just sort of recategorizing all the stuff into, you know, I don't know, what is about a dozen or so probably main categories. For all the historic prices and to, you know, figuring out how to lay it out. So that should be up, probably not this weekend, but hopefully next weekend with a bit of luck. Depending how busy I am with work in the week. And then I've got this big batch of stuff to go and look at. I had some more photographs through. There's 2 barns full of stuff, all sorts, as I said before, sort of enamel signs and shop fittings, there's some machines, some jukeboxes, classic cars, automobilia, architectural stuff, interesting sort of bygone stuff, all sorts of stuff. Huge collection. One of those, I don't know where to start with it all really, but I suppose we will start with the stuff we've already got sections on the website for, so i.e. the coin op and the enamel signs and stuff, and then you know, gradually bring the other stuff in as I build the other sections out. But yeah, some nice stuff there. Perhaps I might put a page up of the photographs I've had in so far, which is just sort of general photographs of the barns. Looks a bit rummagey at the minute, but might give you an idea of what's going to come in. Perhaps I'll get around to doing that over the weekend sometime. Right, any more for any more? As I say, this weekend I'm around if you want to come and have a look at any of this stuff. Drop things off or collect. Monday I should be around all day as well, I think. Tuesday I'm out working over in the studios on Tuesday, possibly Wednesday if I don't get finished Tuesday. Thursday, Friday I'm probably going to be around. Next weekend I probably won't be. For the weekend I will be. So just bear in mind, I know most of you come at weekends, that next weekend might be tricky. David says, what sort of stuff goes in fairground art categories? I'm sort of going to, I mean, this is sort of some of the stuff we sold in the past. So signs, carvings, you know, animals, dodgem cars, wobbly mirrors, etc. It has been a bit of a challenge to work out how to categorise it, because I can't categorise it or catalogue it in the same way as I've done with the slot machines, because with slot machines we, you know, because slot machines are largely manufactured in quantity, and we usually know who made them, or if not, we know what sort of thing it is. So it's easy to categorise so people can find them. With fairground art, most of the time, we probably don't know who the artist is. We don't know what ride or stall it's off of. It's just a panel, a sign, a bit of something, etc. So I'm sort of categorising into, you know, sort of small signs, big chunks of fairground art, carvings, things like galloper horses and arc, wooden arc bikes and stuff like that. Games, you know, like side stall games and things. And then also just sort of what you might call supplies, you know, sort of showman supplies. You know, the people who are operating fairground equipment need or use. So it will make sense, honest. It's just sort of basically going through all the stuff we've sold over the years and grouping it together in a logical-ish fashion. And so again, really, it's just so it's kind of easy to find and compare stuff. So it's all down to trying to give people an idea of the prices of things, the values of stuff. So when it's all jumbled up, it's not much help. But if we can get all the galloper horses together, all the small signs together, then you can see roughly that small signs make X pounds, dodgem cars make Y pounds, and so on. So yeah, look, it says here, expect to launch by June. Well, that didn't quite happen, did it? But never mind. We're not far off. But yeah, there's bits trickling in for sale already. There's some bits here. There's a collection, nice collection to come in as soon as I'm up and running to accept it. And people chomping at the bit to buy stuff as well. Some carved like chariot things. 2 of them, I think, or might be 3 coming in. Probably one at a time, I suspect. There's an organ figure that's here. There's a couple of little game things. I'm trying to think what's here. Roll down board. 2 or 3 little signs. Yeah, so bits and bobs. Any more from anybody? Any more questions, comments? Then stick them down below. What other notes have I got on my jobs list? I've got that many bits of paper on my desk here with things sort of in progress, half programmed. Oh, carrier tracking, that is everything I'm working on. I sent out a few parcels this last week of spares and bits and bobs people have bought, small things. So there'll be a way on the website to, I'll put the tracking information of any parcels that get sent out. So just rather than put them in messages or emails where they get lost, just so you can sort of keep track of it, keep track of your tracking. So that's another little project on the go. Coins, a few people have asked me about coins. Yes, we'll be selling coins very soon. There's some coming, quite a few I think. So again, maybe a week or so, hopefully. We'll sort that out. And tokens, obviously, machine tokens. I've got a load somewhere to sort out of tokens. I must dig them out. Don't know where they are, but somewhere I've got a bucket full. Any more questions off anybody? If not, I can go and have another cup of tea. This one's gone cold. And have a good tidy up for tomorrow, because it's absolute chaos here at the minute. There's machines all over the place, and lights and blackouts and God knows what else. I've been busy videoing and photographing stuff. So have a good old tidy up for tomorrow, so it looks relatively tidy when people come. So what's the time? I figure we're up till another 3 or 4 minutes till 22. If there's no one else needs to know anything, then we'll call it a night. A nice short, sharp one. We'll be back again on Sunday night for the usual chit chat. Hopefully with all the spare parts and the sections fully up and running. So anyone who joined late, the main thing I've been working on today is under your account settings, wanted ads. There's now 2 tabs. Place a new wanted ad. It's hopefully self-explanatory what to do. Tick where you need your wanted advert put in one of these little dots at the top. Put in a short headline of, you know, all with knob or whatever. Any specifics with any fit a specific machine or a certain size or color or whatever. And the rough sort of price you're prepared to pay. Click the wanted ad button. They won't go live on the website immediately, A, because I haven't finished programming it, but B, it's just for me to check that no one's putting any daft things in them. So just to show you, let's say we want a some fortune teller cards. They are coin op supplies, so we want fortune teller cards. Stick that in there. If I could type at a funny angle. Fortune teller cards to fit Argyle type machine. There we are. That's specific. And I'll pay, I don't know, £20. Click the place the wanted ad, and it'll appear in your live wanted ads list. It's grayed out. It'll be grayed out. It says waiting approval, just for me to check that you're not trying to advertise Viagra or something. And it's the checking bit I've still got to program the other side of. So I'll get that done tomorrow, hopefully, to get that finished off. And then they'll appear live in the relevant sections of the site. So that's for machine spare parts and supplies, arcade signs, machine stands, that kind of stuff. Books, because there's not many books in the database, so for the moment it's easier to, if you want a certain book, just say what book it is you want. And the same goes for advertising art, again, because there's, you know, it's growing in the we search by brand in here, so I don't know, let's look for Coca-Cola. That's a good one, isn't it? You see all the brand beginning with C. But you know, if you're looking for a certain sign or a certain neon or a certain show card or something, chances are it's not going to be in a database yet. So you can stick a wanted advert in down here for your advertising up, and just put that you want a you know, Coca-Cola button enamel sign or something. 2 foot one, and you'll pay 200 quid or whatever, and that will go on there. So that's how that works. So those adverts then will appear probably tomorrow or Sunday. And iron out any problems over the weekend. There shouldn't be. It's seems to be working okay, but there's no test like the real thing. Right, if nobody else wants to know anything, I don't think there's any more questions coming through, then I will call it a night and I will carry on. And we'll catch up on Sunday night. Those of you, or obviously at the weekend if you're coming to view stuff. We'll see it with the weekend for a cup of tea. I don't think it's going to be quite as hot as it was the past few days. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I think that will do. I can't see any more comments coming in. So I think we'll call it a night there. If you want to come at the weekend, send me a message with what time you want to come. Obviously it's a lot more relaxed now, so it's not really a problem. If anything now, the only issue really is parking down the lane, if more than 2 or 3 people want to come at once. But it hasn't happened yet, so it should be all right. And oops, where are we? This lot, if you haven't already spotted, they've all got videos on now, so have a look at those. And if there's anything more you need to know about any of these machines, then just send me a little message or a comment or something, and I'll get that information added. And or we can chat about it on Sunday night in the live stream then, if need be. Peter says thanks, thank you. And we will catch up on Sunday. Right, that's it. I'm off for a cup of tea. We'll see you all soon. Have a jolly evening.